Hey guys, welcome back to a heatwave in Melbourne. Our second heatwave for the season. 39, well, different temperatures in different parts of the city. 39 here in my location, 41 in the north and west of Melbourne, and 46 in Mildura Celsius, guys. Wow, what a day. I just came out to water the garden. I've been out here for 2 hours just wrapping up the front. This is my new papaya, by the way. The what's it called, Red Army or something like that I got from Ross Creek last week. And wow, we have, by the way, it's our second heat wave and our second drought. We had a drought in November and we're having a drought now in December. So nice. I don't mind because I'm out here watering, right? But boy, oh boy, it would be so much easier if we had half the rain that southeast Queensland has had this week. They're paddling with boats in the city. They've got floods there. They've got floods, and we have drought. So that's a second reason why their tropicals there lift off and skyrocket, guys. They've got the water and the heat, whereas we have drought and cold in spring, right? So now that it's summer, we have the heat, but we don't have the water. So that's how it goes, and that's why you don't hear from anybody in Melbourne growing papaya. It's not only because of the wet winters, which cause wet feet and kills them. It's also because we have dry summers. So it's a double whammy. Wow. 10 minutes I've been watering this papaya and it still hasn't run out. It still hasn't run out. And by the way, I've been watering this papaya every day since I planted it last week. Yep, every day. That's why it looks so green. Otherwise it would look like that if I missed one day. That's how it is, guys. We don't get rain here in summer. I keep repeating it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the jackfruit here next, also from Ross Creek. So the make or break all depends on me. It's like I'm God, right? In Queensland, you don't need to be God, because God is God up there. He does all the work, all the heat and all the watering. Whereas here, I have to be God. Otherwise, everything would be dead. Well, not everything. The cool climate trees will make it. For some reason, they don't need water. Isn't that strange? That plum trees and mulberries and apples don't need water. But the tropicals do? Weird. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, guys. If you're going to grow papaya, mango, what else is a sook? Just about everything from the tropics. Even that black sapote there, the reason why it looks so good is I've been drowning it every single day when it hasn't rained. Well, we haven't had any rain in 2 weeks. Apricots are ready. Just had our first ones. You'll see an upcoming video on those. And again, here's a third problem. Without netting, there's no apricots. So it's a continuous battle against the forces of nature and the animals, right? So whilst that's filling up, I'm going to fill up the jackfruit next. I did the mango, right? The only reason it looks this good. Oh, by the way, the temperature. Let me show you the temperature. I almost forgot. You think I'm kidding? Look. What does it say? Hang on. It's 38 Celsius. That's like 110, 106, 108 Fahrenheit at 6:30 p.m. I'm not kidding, guys. So they say it's going to rain, and they're doing a lot of saying. We haven't had a drop yet. You can see rain clouds, but it's all a tease. It's just a tease. I watered the wax jambu. I just finished, like I said, 2 hours here on the front. These have all been watered. The rose apple, I had to put a bed sheet over it because it was really suffering bad, guys, this morning in that 38 Celsius. So I put a bed sheet over these stakes to protect it from the direct sun. And I had to put a bungee cord here for the mango because this here was drooping down here. It was falling from exhaustion, from heat. Poor thing. For real. Okay, let me give you some water now to the jackfruit. That papaya is a hog, a water hog, right? Yeah, I've done all the right things. I've given it straw, I've given it mulch, I've given it compost, I've given it fantastic drainage, right? Everything right. Even shade cloth. Wow. Talk about a royal treatment. And yet, guys, there's not much going on as the final result because we're not getting the rainfall. Not getting rainfall. Chlorinated water is not the same as rain. So if you miss one day of watering, right, expecting it to rain, forget about rain. You're not going to get rain here in summer. This is what happens. The leaves turn yellow. This is a pumpkin. Same applies to vegetables and fruit. So you got yellow leaves, and then when you do water, look, the leaves turn dark green. See the difference, the contrast? That's been watered and that wasn't watered. So naughty, you miss one day because we don't get rain. Again, I keep saying it, no rain. The corn needs rain morning and night. The eggplants needs water morning and night. Otherwise, they're not going to stand up like this and fruit for us. Look, I got fruit from the eggplants at the beginning of summer. Only because I'm watering the heck out of these. Guys. What's going on here? The jackfruit wasn't so thirsty. As thirsty as the papaya. Strange. That's strange. Usually it can take a lot more water. And then there's wastage when I'm filming, talking to you. This acerola looks like it's going to be a champion. I don't water this every day. I only water it once a week, and it's happy. It's friggin' happy. And the reason for that is because it's been in the ground now for a year. So the roots have established themselves. So this is going to be a tough guy, but I don't know how it's going to handle its second winter in the ground, if it'll need a cover or not. We shall see. And for our friends that aren't familiar with acerola, this is tropical cherry from Barbados and Jamaica. It's once it decides to fruit, it's teasing me with a lot of flower buds. A lot of flower buds. We'll see what happens with the acerola. Look how easy citrus is. We're going to get hundreds of mandarins. But again, guys, I don't talk about this as much as I do the tropicals, because to me this is not a big deal. Look, there's over 200 mandarins on this mandarin tree, right? But again, big deal. The same with the pineapple guava. It's these guys here that I'm interested in. I want to see results from these mangoes. That's where my curiosity and my interest lies. The same with the wax jambu, even though it's only a novelty. It's much more exciting than plums. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love plums and apricots, but they don't excite me, guys, as far as challenge. There's no challenge involved. I just finished watering all these, like I said. That's the other KP. Look how it's shooting up. Water. I flooded it this morning, last night and tonight. Three waterings in 24 hours. What's the temperature? 38. Forget about waiting for rain like Doug is in Brisbane. We don't have that luxury here. Doug's gone to the cricket. He probably hasn't been in his garden all week. He's been watching cricket, right, Doug? Because he's got the heat and the rain. That's what makes it easy. Wow, this Hillary White Atemoya is really taken off. Again, because of me. I'm God, remember? Because of God. Not the God up in the sky, but this God here. Hang on. Hi, I'm God. God for these plants. At least for these plants, yeah. So even my advanced, most mature mango tree, I'm still watering that, guys, every day. Actually, with this kind of weather, twice a day. They say, oh, you don't need to water a mature mango tree in summer more than once a week. Yeah, really. Yeah, if you're at Doug's place where they're flooded. But if you're here in Victoria where we're having a drought, you're not going to get mangoes like this if you water it once a week. You won't get anything. They're all going to drop off and say, too late, too bad, sucker. Who told you don't have to water mango trees if they're established? We're not in Queensland. We're in the south, Victoria, South Australia, and ACT. Well, I'm not going to count the ACT because they can't do mangoes there in the ground, outdoors. They have to use Brett's system of bringing the tropicals indoors in pots. Even though Canberra has hotter summers than Melbourne, they have ice cold, freezing winters, which stops them from growing mangoes outdoors. That's what happens, guys, if you don't get the balance right. So all that heat they're getting now in summer doesn't count for anything if winter is against them growing this. Okay, next we're gonna do the jackfruit. Look how perky it is, even with direct heat, direct sun, and 38 Celsius. Well, it's cloudy now, but it was sunny all day. I didn't want to film when it was sunny because the phone would overheat and switch off. Even now the phone is very hot, but at least it's not switching off. So guys, that was a quick one from Fruitopia during the second heat wave this season here in Victoria, the state of Victoria, or to be more exact, Melbourne, Australia, which is where I am. And yeah, I'm gonna be watering this Glen mango for 20 minutes on low, right? This is on low. 20 minutes on low, and I did the same this morning, and I did the same last night, and I did the same 2 days ago. Yeah, that's a lot of water. It's the only way we're gonna get mangoes. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I still have another hour out here, and then, you know what I do then, don't you? I go to the backyard and spend another 3 hours. And that'll bring me to around 10 p.m. when I'm going to join Doug on the couch and watch cricket. See you at 10 o'clock, all you cricket fans. Bye-bye now.